Collective. First of all, first things first, somebody's got an attitude, a really bad attitude. I've tried to do this reading 3 times already. So that lets me know that somebody could be doing some type of spell work. My nose is itching. It doesn't matter. We can see it, we're aware, but it's really not having the effect on the collective like somebody is hoping that it does. Okay. Somebody's got an attitude because you're happy. Somebody's got an attitude about your gratitude because that's your real attitude and it's genuine. And somebody's pissed off about that. This is an illusionist. This is somebody that's trying to pretend as if they're not angry about you being happy. They're watching you from across the street. And when I mean across the street, I mean energetically. Promiscuous energy, lustful energy, sidewalk gang. This is an illusionist. This is a quagmire. This is a charlatan, a trickster. They're lying. This person could be projecting out that they want a real union. They want real love. They're searching for a real love. Somebody to set their heart free, but they can't set their own heart free. So now they got an attitude. Welcome to Spiritual Court TV. If you're just now coming into the chat, drop a heart for self-love. If you're returning back, what is happening, beautiful Soul Tribe family? Somebody's going to be up all night doing some type of magic. Something already backfired. If somebody was setting up an altar or planning to do some type of work, they already got stopped in their tracks. Somebody's not going to make it to the witching hour, not the way they thought. Shocking news. Something stops this person in their tracks. They're angry because you're in this union. This union could be you just happy with yourself, happy with other people. You're in a union with the divine. Anything that's giving you this happiness or making you happy, which it looks like is self-love. This person really does have an attitude about that. They're sitting in this energy of unforgiveness, okay? For themselves, not for you, but for themselves. I just heard for yourself. Why do I hear for yourself, guilt, remorse, and regret? They want you to feel guilty for being happy. It's a narcissist. Let's all act surprised. Oh my God. We're not surprised, okay? We're not giving you that much energy, ma'am, sir. This is somebody that says they're never wrong. Be mindful. I always remind myself to never feel like I know it all. That's a scary place to be. That's dangerous. Nobody knows everything. And when you feel like you know everything, Creator is so creative eternally that Creator will sit you down, humble you, and make you feel like you know nothing at all. That's the beginning of wisdom, in my opinion, in the presence of the Creator. That's my perception. And that's how I feel. And this is somebody that feels like they know everything. It's a know-it-all. They know what to do. They know how to stop you. They're going to stop you. You're going to come back. They're going to this. They're going to that. And now they're sitting in this energy of guilt and remorse because they're realizing, hey, surprise, surprise, surprise. Your ego death is knocking you between your eyes. Yeah, they thought they knew everything. Somebody was like, I know what to do. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Shut the hell up, ma'am, sir. Clarify, Spiritual Court is now in session. Thank you, Spirit. The Honorable Most High God is presiding. Spirit is saying, say less, and less was said. You're not even paying this energy no attention. You got a victory collective. You not only are you sailing to calmer waters, you are calmly already in calmer waters. Calmer waters is no longer a destination. It was a destination when you were in the presence of this person and you had to get away from them. But because you're sitting in your peace, you're in this calm state of mind. So calmer waters is your natural state of being. Remember when you was like, I got to get away from this. And now you got away and now you ain't got to worry about getting away because you're sitting in the presence of peace, having a victory. You ever just sat in the presence of yourself and had a conversation with you and the divine and you're like, oh my God. You just think about how far the divine has brought you, and it really does yield an energy of gratitude, an attitude of gratitude. You're not sailing to calmer waters. You are the calmer waters. You're not just a drop in the ocean roaming. You are the ocean. You're flowing and you're happy. And somebody's watching you from across the street energetically in the South Node. This person could be a watcher. This person could be a sibling, brother, sister, cousin, familiar, family unit. Don't matter. They're mad because you keep winning. And somehow you keep coming up as this person that keeps making great strides towards making sure that your peace has been protected. Sigma energy, you're independent, self sufficient, walking away from all of this, whatever this is, okay? Clarify, Holy Spirit, what's going on in the witching hour? Yeah. Whatever you're doing, collective, keep doing it. I keep saying that. We need to get t-shirts that say, hey, collective, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You're an alpha, you're a leader, you're a sigma, you're resilient, you're mysterious, you're strong. People don't know how you're doing what it is that you're doing, and this somehow is making somebody have a really bad attitude. The universe said, how long you plan on being mad? How long you plan on having that attitude, that bad attitude about collective having the attitude of gratitude? It's determining your altitude. It will determine how far you go. Yeah, you're not allowing this energy to stop you. I don't know if this person knows it or not. Maybe they will get this by way of shocking news. Maybe this is the shocking news, but whatever this game is that they feel as though they're playing or that they've created, the game is over. Maybe that's the shocking news. Maybe somebody is like, oh, because every time they look up, you seem to have some type of brand new milestone. You look amazing, collective. Yeah, you look amazing. Your spirit team is here. Light team, you got a glow about you. Yeah, you look good. You look good. You feel good. You smell good. You're a leader. You're assertive. You're a leader of your own thoughts, a leader of your own life. You're making good decisions. You're using your intuition. You're talking to divine. And you're right on time for this victory, success, and you're winning. I love this for us. Yeah. With this type of energy, you can't, with this type of energy, there can be, excuse me, let me correct my say because the truth spell is still working. There can be no attitude of animosity. The energy, overall energy of the general divine collective, the real people doing the work when nobody's watching, only the divine knows. The real attitude is really of gratitude, peace, love, and harmony. You're looking at whatever this is that you know somebody is doing is like, oh, it's all good. Because your blessings outweigh the lessons that you had to learn. All you had to do was be obedient and make a left turn and get away from all of this. Now somebody's mad. How long you plan on being mad, ma'am or sir? Oh my God, child. Apparently for a long time. Somebody is committed to being angry. They're burning candles. The spirit said they're going to set themselves on fire and burn their whole vessel down. Maybe this is what they need to do. Maybe a good burning down of the vessel, these illusions will help them rebuild and see themselves. This person has some type of intention to harm. They're projecting that out. They're doing some type of something with some candle magic and a demon. Look at the way the chain is around the demon's neck. They could be trying to bind somebody or whatever this is. They want to hurt you because you're happy, because you're over here in this peace and harmony, calm energy. Okay. So this is a failed attempt again at my favorite new statement and or word, rage baiting. I think it's amazing that we can apply rage baiting and bring awareness to it. Don't let nobody rage bait you out of this. You know? Yeah, I just heard that's all I have to say. That's my final say. So this is somebody that wants to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you're like, no, I've said what it was that I needed to say, and there's nothing left to say. It's game over. Somebody doesn't like the fact that you put an end to their game after they had planned for you to play with them. Charlatan, trickster. Somebody had planned to play this game as long as you would have allowed them. The moment that you decided that you were going to go into a new cycle and that you were no longer going to be a player in this person's game, they became the NPC. Not a VIP, not a very important person in your life, and now they're feeling it, honey. All that spell work is backfiring, all of it. Hexing, cursing, evil eye, nasty, black magic, spell work, spirits, candles, graveyard magic, all of it. Projecting, evil eye, saying this, I'm never wrong, this, that, and the other. Spirit is like, let me show you something real quick. So somebody's taking their rage out on somebody else because some type of magic backfired. This person could be taking their rage out on somebody. They're angry because you're guarding your peace. Oh, wow. They're angry because you're safeguarded and you're secure and you're safe. Feeling safe is an amazing feeling, isn't it? This is what Spirit is saying. Yeah. They signed some type of contract to do something. Somebody could be a hitman. Somebody could be a spiritual hitman out here. Somebody was paid to create some cords, to create misery in your life, but your spirit guides are putting you up on game. You outrank these people, and something about you keep getting better. Child, just imagine somebody burning candles all night, projecting over you, and you wake up refreshed and looking good, and your skin looks good, and you're taking good care of yourself, and you're drinking your H2O. Yeah, somebody is mad about that. Uh-oh, left ear. What's going on with the left ear? Somebody could have been doing a little voodoo. Somebody's speaking up on your name. My ear is burning. Somebody's talking down on your name. They want to be in between whatever you got going on. They just want to be an interference. They want you to know that it's them. They want you to know that it's them. They want you to get angry about it. Fight me type energy. You know, it's like, nah, I'm not interested. The divine is like, come this way. I got something better for you. Okay. It's very peaceful over here. Yeah, we're not going into these little situations. Okay. Something about source being your main source and you having a lot of faith in what it is that is coming in for you that got somebody feeling the way. They got an attitude, a real bad one. It's your optimism. It's your peace that really is driving somebody up the wall. They don't like to be exposed like this. Welcome to spiritual court. Yeah, you just minding your business. Look at you ascending to your highest good. You might even be in like this little child, innocent energy, like your inner child. Maybe you're doing something that you used to do when you were a child, okay? For me, it's double dutch, y'all. Jumping a little double dutch, you know, doing a little this and a that, playing a little tether ball, things that you used to do when you were a child. Somebody's in a very innocent and creative energy, very fun energy. 1212 on a timer. You got cool guy, main guy, authoritative figure. Who's this cool guy? Main guy, attractive, a lover. Oh, yeah. You got somebody here. This is a spiritual hitman. Somebody took a spiritual contract to come in as your lover to emotionally manipulate you, tear your life up. You decided to go in the opposite direction. You said, I'm happy with myself. This is really pissing off the spiritual hitman. You're in a very innocent energy, which means that your psyche and your intuition is on point. When you remove adulting, in my opinion, in my experience, and you just get back to being this child, you simplify complicated situations that are no longer complicated. It's a game over situation. This is a hitman over here. Cool guy. Somebody who's supposed to come in and like destroy your life, emotionally manipulate you. Why is this sibling here? What's up with the sibling? Child. This is somebody's brother or sister. Stepsister, stepbrother, half sister, biological, etc. Whatever it is, they're having a really hard time with life and they're snapping. Somebody's taking stuff out on everybody else because whatever they pay somebody to do is backfiring on them. It's hitting every aspect of their life. They're still at it though. They're still committed. They're not going to stop doing it. That's what Spirit says. These ugly spells and beauty spells and all kinds of go to hell spells, whatever, is backfiring, okay? Somebody could have like stuff on their face. It's spell work that backfired. Maybe somebody broke out with something on their face or whatever this is, or they're looking in the mirror and they're afraid to look at the mirror or whatever this is. This is all of what they projected. Somebody could have also been scrying, but somebody paid a hitman, okay? And they're mad because they feel like you keep one-upping them. Contracts, commitments, obligations, and agreements. Toxic cords, cool guy, emotional manipulator, lover. You got a sibling that's mad because they really want somebody to come in and destroy you, like humiliate you, embarrass you. Big narcissist energy. Spirit says this person won't stop until they become somebody that just is an example of what it looks like to be stopped. Game over. You keep coming out compassionate, happy, alluring, beautiful, divine feminine, divine masculine. I feel like I'm talking to a divine feminine. Clarify what's going on, Spirit. Somebody paid somebody to poison you spiritually. This is a spiritual hitman. They wanted this person to come in and break your heart, be very ingenuous to you. Okay, this is old, outdated energy. What's going on? What's going on is destiny. And this is why somebody got an attitude, because your spiritual gifts are becoming more heightened. The more this person hexes us, the more we get blessed. That's what I just heard. With every candle lit, with every demon sense, we just keep getting more blessed. They really want to think that it's another way around blessings. I don't know what this is. This is when you know the devil's got them bound, shackles on their feet, won't let them dance, shackles on their feet, won't give them a chance to be happy. They really believe that we're doing something else. If you tell them, to God be the glory, they're going to be like, no, you're working with something. I know you're totally working with a jinn. Can you do some spell work on her? Can you figure out what she's working with? Do you think and they watch you and they see you just being happy, talking to the divine. Child, they can't stand it. That's when your frequency is so high, it just burns people out of your energy. You burning a hole through these people's souls, which is really not that difficult, okay? Because they don't really even have any souls to burn holes through. All of what they have is stolen, and most of what they think is an illusion. Somebody was supposed to persuade you away from your destiny. Guilt, remorse. Let's check on this hitman, okay? Somebody's frustrated. Meanwhile, collective, you are successfully ascending. Something around the full moon is coming in for you. It could be coming in sooner than that. I feel like spirit is putting some type of protection over whatever this is that you're getting access granted to by way of a new beginning, because there's so many people that are doing divination to try to find out what you got coming in. Okay. So let's check on this hitman. Let's see what's going on, because I feel like somebody was paid and they're frustrated too. Yeah, somebody had money to spend. Somebody paid this hitman. Somebody worked overtime just to pay the spellcaster. I can't make it up. The Ten of Swords and the Magician. Somebody's like, make her suffer. I want her to look ugly. I want her to smell like shit. I don't want. And now their whole life is falling apart. What was the contract about that you signed? The little diabolical little. I almost called this person out of their name, but life is too good right now. I don't want to feel as though I'm rage baited or even come off that way. That's not a good example. That's just not a good energy to be in. It takes a lot of energy to be rage baited and then only to end up disappointed, like, okay. So you got the Four of Swords. Whoever this magician is, he's tired. He's trying to think of ways to do something. Libran energy, Gemini energy. He's trying to figure out a way to satisfy this contract. Okay. There's some type of communication. Somebody's up talking all night, sitting in the dark, projecting, saying something, whispering, chanting, whatever they're doing. Okay. This is what somebody's being paid to do. So show us this hitman. Okay. Obviously, it's a masculine energy, which means you could be a feminine energy. Take what resonates. Somebody is supposed to come in. You're currently in this Wheel of Fortune energy, alpha female, independent, and you're protecting your heart's desire. So what's really pissing somebody off and why they got an attitude is because they don't know what's going on in your life. Two of Swords. This magician can't see anymore. You've ascended too high. You're divinely protected. And whoever this sibling is that's paying this person, they feel rejected. Two of Swords. They feel away. Yeah, they feel away. Okay. Somebody wants you to be concerned about their feelings. They're mad. Clarify this practitioner that took on this contract. Page of Cups in the reverse. It's not looking so good. Somebody could be having nightmares and premonitions. Show me this person. Pisces energy in the reverse with the Seven of Wands. They're trying to send you some type of spiritual warfare. Somebody wants you cornered. The Seven of Wands is a whole bunch of wands that appear to have an advantage. There's one person in the center that's standing their ground with the Seven of Wands, and you got the Ace of Wands, and you're not backing down. This is really pissing somebody off. And you got the Audacity Collector to have an attitude of gratitude is determining your altitude, and up, and away you go. Somebody's real pissed off about that. Yeah, I just heard, I'm on the magic school bus. Collective, you're minding your business. These people don't have a clue. Hermit energy, okay? Somebody made a prediction and it didn't come true and they don't have a clue. They don't know what's going on. If they're doing divination or if they're talking to spirits, I don't think they're getting what it is that they want. Show me this practitioner, this hitman. Where's the hitman at? What you doing, Mr. Hitman? The Ace of Swords. The truth is here. So the truth spell is really what's dismantling this person's energy. But Page of Cups in the reverse, that's dream state. Yeah, my nose is itching. Somebody tried to attack you in your dream state. Clarify this hitman practitioner. Yeah, they tried to attack you in your dream state. For some of you, somebody didn't want you to wake up today. This practitioner took on a contract and said that you weren't going to wake up. Page of Cups in the reverse, something like taking you out in your sleep. Okay, this is not to create any fear. It is not near. We ain't got no fear over here. False illusions appearing real. But this is what somebody was wishing. This was their intention, and it's being exposed in spiritual court. Spirit told this person in the spirit last night, whispered in their ear. Spirit said, keep that same energy. somebody told the person that paid them to do the spell work, oh yeah, they're not gonna wake up in the morning. Watch this. Creator was looking from a distance, and the witching hour said, keep that same energy. Clarify. So now somebody might be afraid to go to sleep. Oh man, that's crazy. That's so unfortunate. Clarify. Death and the Page of Cups in the reverse. This person tried to penetrate your dream state. The Three of Cups wanted to come up in the reverse. Somebody celebrated way too soon. Somebody bet that this was going to happen, like this is about to happen. This is what's going on. They may have even done some type of divination and they saw that you were unalived in their divination. Clarify. Yeah, they did. Them, listen, these spirits are fooling that ass. They feel like a fool. Somebody did divination before they did the magic to see if the magic that they were going to do was going to unalive you in the dream state. And they took a leap of faith based on some type of divination. Okay, clarify. Practitioner, show us this practitioner. Looks like the devil got rejected in the dream state. They didn't know you had angels, a perimeter. If you like me, you got angels in the dream state. We got angels at the perimeter, north, south, east, and west. Cross these enemy lines if you want to. What you're going to do is sit back and witness the God that you serve, this devil that y'all keep calling on. He going to end up in the reverse. This devil is on his head. The devil don't want no smoke because the devil knows where there's smoke, there's holy fire. And that's some hot fire. Spirit says, what fire you know that ain't hot? That's some hot fire. Clarify the Ace of Swords is pissing them off. Clarify the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Everything they said recently, whatever this is that they did, it's backfiring. Somebody's trying to keep this energy off of them. Somebody could be trying to return it back to you. Clarify this dark practitioner. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this person sees the truth. They know the truth. Let me tell you what this practitioner knows. This work is a waste of time, but she has been paid to do the work. It's a he, it's a karmic masculine, a warlock, okay? This person knows that you see them. They know that you know, that they know you know how things are going to turn out. High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. Your truth spell is working. The truth is here, and the truth is what's taking them out. You and the truth are best friends. Oh, best friends, we're killing them. No new friends, no old siblings. Three of Pentacles, you got people getting in groups. They're gathering around. This is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to make sure that we do it right. But justice showed up before they got a chance. Clarify. Somebody's projecting evil eye. You so nasty. Nine of Cups. This is their only life's wish fulfillment is to see you unalived. But the divine said, you are my earth angel. Temperance energy. The angels are here. A lot of spiritual protection. It's really pissing somebody off that they can't provoke you. You got the Knight of Wands energy. Why is the Knight of Wands there, Spirit? With the Nine of Wands. Ooh, this is real specific. So there's a Sagittarius here in the mix. Could be a feminine or masculine. Or somebody with heavy fire energy. What's the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Wands? What's that energy about? Why is that there? Page of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Why is that Page of Pentacles and King of Swords? Somebody paid a King of Swords. This King of Swords is a hitman. Page of Pentacles is a payment. So somebody made another payment today or last night or recently for somebody to do something. Somebody said you'll be unalived in 3 days with the Three of Cups. They told them in 3 days you won't have to worry. Now we on like the fifth day. So they said another 3 days. And then we're like on the fourth day. So they said another 3 days. So this practitioner is basically just taking this person's money. Page of Pentacles, they're going to keep paying too because this practitioner already knows who you are with the Ace of Swords and the High Priestess. They know you outrank them. This King of Swords energy, whoever this King of Swords is a hitman. The moon in the reverse. We see you, peekaboo. This person don't like the fact that we see them. Show us this hitman, the Six of Cups. They're just playing in the shadows. They're trying to figure out your weaknesses. Only to find out that the Ace of Swords keeps popping out with the Hermit and the High Priestess in Justice and Temperance. You don't have no secrets. And whatever it is, it's all good. Clarify this hitman, Holy Spirit. Hitman, Holy Spirit. Yeah, Six of Wands in the reverse. This person doesn't like to lose. You're making them look like a fool. Yeah, this King of Swords is really pissed off. This person is doing everything in their power to try to stop you, and stuff is backfiring simultaneously. So clarify the sibling has an attitude. Somebody got an attitude. Yeah, they got an attitude. Because every time they see you, you seem to keep getting blessed. I promise you, with every hex, every curse, it's just going to get us more blessed. They don't believe that because they can't afford to, but it's the truth. And this hitman knows it. Six of Wands in the reverse. Something about 6 a.m. Two of Cups in the reverse. So they sent the hitman towards you for a partnership to rush in, but you put your guard up. Somebody doesn't like the fact that you're listening to your intuition. I mean, these people are getting creative as hell. Clarify this hitman. Somebody's like, just make it happen already. They know that judgment has been called down on them. Somebody's watching you from across the street. I feel like the hitman is getting too caught up in his assignment, And I feel like this hitman is heavily invested in this star. Ace of Swords. It's like somebody getting a contract and then they become obsessed with the person that they're supposed to be attacking. Clarify hitman. Watching from across the street. Somebody got an attitude. Yeah, because they feel like you laughing at me. You just keep alchemizing whatever this is because your frequency is so high. Two of Pentacles. So if this hitman was paid to take you out, divine collective, project energy onto you, death spells, whatever this is, just to make your life hell, with the Two of Pentacles and Justice, you literally are taking this person's power because they keep giving it to you. Ten of Swords in the reverse with the Six of Wands in the reverse. So the Four of Swords with the King of Swords is somebody that's exhausted, y'all. They're tired. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles, but they were paid to do this work. Eight of Pentacles is like, well, I'm on a job. But they're becoming obsessed with you and the way your gift works. What's the star in the Ace of Swords and the High Priestess? Yeah, this person is going crazy. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Like, listen, this person is overexerting themselves. They're putting out more energy than what they can siphon. So it's putting them in an energetic deficit. The devil's in the reverse. Yeah, this is a mess. Somebody is fighting hard to make this true because they made a promise to somebody that they would be celebrating in 3 days, celebrating your death. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. They're putting out more energy that they can afford to spend. This person is weak. They're tired. Yeah, I just heard, hit me with your best shots. Fire away. They feel like you're taunting them. They feel like you're playing with your food. They feel like you just playing. They got an attitude. Clarify this funky, dirty ass attitude. Somebody is spending more than what they're putting out. You're coming up as the Hierophant. They're wasting their time. If this is how they want to go down, then let them. Because somebody gonna die. It's just not the collective. You got Hierophant, High Priestess, Star, Ace of Swords, Justice here. Somebody is a walking, breathing karmic lesson for anybody that jumps up to try to attack this energy. You're simply going to make an example out of this person, people, places, and things of what happens when you try to come for somebody who is in this spiritual high rank. This is a fool's pursuit. Yeah, they took a leap of faith. They did some type of divination. I don't know who they're consulting with, what spirits are telling them to keep doing this, but it's leading them to their own demise. So let them. Don't interrupt these people while they project in the night. Spirit says they're going after fool's gold, something that they can't touch. Blinded by the light. The hangman. They can't stop watching. Somebody's fully invested and fully obsessed. Whoever the sibling is, they're watching to see if what they're paying for is having an effect on you. Yeah. I feel like they should keep spending their money though. I feel like they should keep paying this hitman. I feel like this is a good idea. Just for shits and giggles. Yeah, I feel like they should keep on. You know why? Because they're a narcissist. They will keep on. And I meant that facetiously. All jokes aside, they're going to keep paying, even though it's not having any effect on you. But they just can't unsee whatever this celebration is that they were told they were about to have in honor of your death. They can't unsee the idea of how happy they would be if something happened to you. They sent in a false lover. They actually sent in the actual hitman, Two of Cups in the reverse. Clarify this King of Swords. King of Swords. This King of Swords is currently stuck in the ethers, or they will be. If this person is planning to astral project, I just heard on Friday night, okay, in the witching hour, right after midnight, somebody's planning to astral project. What they don't see coming is that they're about to be caught in spiritual jail. There's a trap being set for these people by your spirit team, your light team, your angels. Eight of Swords. Yeah, this person, somebody's not even all the way right. Let's just be honest. Somebody could be resting for the next couple of days trying to prepare for the full moon. But with the moon in the reverse, I don't think this person is going to make it. Like literally, they might not even make it. Somebody needs to rest up, regain their strength to go back and do some more spell work. But with the Ace of Swords, y'all, in front of this High Priestess and Hierophant energy, it's ripping their ass up. I mean, you speaking the truth, walking in the truth, your prayer life, talking to the divine, high frequency, you just have an attitude of gratitude, and somebody still keeps trying it. It is literally just putting these people deeper and deeper and darker and dark. Like, yeah, I just heard slipping into darkness, and I heard the death angels say, they were slipping into darkness. Like slipping into darkness. Dun 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 dun. Boom 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 boom. Because you are the Queen of Swords. You speak the truth. You carry the Queen of Swords energy, the Ace of Swords, because the divine chose you. The Ten of Pentacles. Something about you being like unaffected and unbothered. Literally, y'all, these people are making us more powerful. They are. The Wheel of Fortune. I can't make it up. Every hex, every curse, they just making us more powerful. Somebody's contemplating whether or not they want to keep doing it, because every time they watch to see if it's working, we just keep getting more and more powerful, and it drives them crazy. They want to evil eye you. They want to project. They don't even have any power left to do that. 3322 on the timer. They really cannot accept the fact that you are an ascended master. It was never for them to agree to. Creator says, I hired you. Who's going to fire you out of being the high priestess with the Ace of Swords? I gave you that Ace of Swords. I gave you the ability to see the truth for a reason, so that you could see your way down this yellow brick road. Let the Creator guide you. You have a very beautiful relationship with Source. And these people believe that they're about to celebrate something about 3x3 in 3 days, or the power of three. Yeah, it's a wrap. Could be three practitioners here, or this hitman could be enlisting people, soliciting haters to try to help them out, because somebody is really weak. The energy that I feel is just like, oh, all right, let's see if it worked. Like, like 8, 9, 10 hours of work. Somebody's like, okay, oh, let's see if it worked. They just tired, honey. Somebody's trying to rest up for the full moon. Eight of Swords. When they go up again in astral realm, they're all going to get stuck in some type of spiritual jail. The spiritual police are on assignment. All four corners have been covered, north, south, east, and west, as we broadcasted. The casting has been broad. You got an enemy out here that was trying to mock your say, trying to use your say for their spell work. This is somebody that could be a watching tarot. Listen, this reading cannot be used for anything diabolical. And if it is, and you play it while you're doing your sigil, I promise you, the Ace of Swords is going to show you something. That truth spell is beautiful. You got a lot of piggyback riders, a lot of people that want to ride your coattail into this land of milk and honey, but they don't want to face all that karmic debt. It's a no. So this hitman is pretty much a wrap. Now, somebody could be planning to do something tonight. Let's see. The Eight of Cups, where are they going? Or the Eight of Cups, okay? So the Eight of Cups energy, let's see. Somebody's planning to do something tonight. Something about Friday night. Wednesday night took a lot out of somebody. This person is tired. They're really tired. With the Four of Swords, they're exhausted. This hitman, oh, they're going to die. I'm just going to keep it real. They are. They're projecting a lot of death out to you or endings or something like that. Somebody's heart can't take it. Mm-hmm. This could have been like a binding spell, heart attack spell, something like that. Yeah, they can't take it. And whoever the sibling is, they're in a bad energy. So they're already losing faith. Once you lose confidence in your spellcaster, your magician, your hitman, you pretty much have sealed the deal. You might as well just put the last nail in the coffin. Somebody could be coughing. Somebody could be itching. Yeah, it's a tower in the reverse. This is crazy. What a waste of time. What a waste of life. A narcissist and dark magic is not for the weak. Judgment on that ass. Somebody is not feeling so good. Clarify. What is this hitman planning on doing in the night? They want to infiltrate you. So they're going to be coming with some spell work. Five of Wands. Spiritual warfare. Clarify. What are they going to be doing in the night? But your ancestors showed up with the Seven of Wands. Ooh, I'm telling you, somebody is about to walk into their own demise, literally. Hand signed, sealed, and handed over to their own spiritual warfare. The Seven of Wands is like the ancestors getting a heads up in the ethers. See, when you come up against a chosen one, a star, a hierophant, somebody really in alignment, the alarms get sounded when you try to trip over that cord or when you cross enemy lines. The alarms are sounded. This is why collective wakes up and their ears are ringing. We already know what you were saying in the night, and every word that you are planning to speak and have spoken. Spirit says, I'm about to show them. Don't say nothing, say less. Okay, Spirit. Okay, Spirit. Spirit says, say less. King of Swords in a reverse. It appears as though this person got a bad attitude too. Yeah, I just heard you laughing at me. In fact, we are, because the spell work is very silly. It's simple. And to see that somebody's about to unalive themselves because they just can't seem to walk away is unfortunate. Can you put that on somebody's tombstone? Here lies the dumbass that couldn't walk away, that had to win at all costs. They wanted to be the boss of your life and they're mad. Now they're sad and they're angry. Somebody's about to be pissed off on the other side. When they cross over, they still gonna have an attitude. Why you got an attitude at your own funeral? Okay, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Spirit was like, okay, Neff. Okay, Neff. I'm telling you, Four of Pentacles in the reverse. This person is exhausted. They can't harvest energy. They don't have enough energy, and they are planning the biggest battle of their life. They're going in with no bullets in their gun. They're going in with no ammunition. Clarify the Five of Wands, King of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this person about to cross over. Can I just say something? This person, this hitman, y'all, truth be told, this person has already crossed over. They just haven't lost consciousness. Mr. Hitman, are you watching? Yeah, they watching, giving the evil eye. Page of Swords in the reverse, giving the evil eye. This person could be burning candles. Somebody's setting up a sigil. This person knows possibly that they're going to pass away and they're just trying to go out with a bang. They're still going to do it. Five of Swords, the craziest thing I've ever seen. King of Swords in the reverse, Five of Wands, Justice, Libran energy, Gemini energy, the scales. Look at the way Mayat is just popping out. Mayat and the ancestors are waiting for them. So we're being guided to not do anything, not a return to sender, not a entertaining this. Stay focused on whatever you got going on. Your attitude of gratitude and your attitude of truth, seeing the truth, knowing what they're doing, and it's not provoking you, it's pissing them off. A lot of them wanted you to know what they were doing, and they thought that it would leave you heartbroken. It's hard when you know you got a sibling somewhere that's so jealous and miserable, 40 on the timer, and they're spending money to do spell work on you. Somebody wanted you to be like, oh my God, my sister is trying to kill me. Like, sister ain't like me since we were children. I ain't got time for that. She been doing this since we were kids. Somebody wanted you to be kind of like upset, and you're not. And they're mad because your attitude of gratitude is taking you to the Ace of Wands. You got the divine on your side. You got the divine on your side, creator of all things. You outrank these people. Ascendants in the Five of Swords. This person is saying, I'm going to haunt you in the spirit. No, you're not. As soon as your spirit is fully on the other side, because you got one foot in the grave, you just haven't lost consciousness. This King of Swords in the reverse is already dead. There's a Gemini out here too. This could be somebody else in the group. There could be a Libra, a Gemini, and a Taurus or Aries or something like that. That's what I just heard. Or a Leo. It's like 3 or 4 people. Somebody may have already have passed away from this group. It's a pretty decent organization in the sense that they have a reputation to take out people. By the time you get to a hitman like this, their job is going to work. What they do is going to work. And somebody has already passed away because there's only 3 people left. Somebody is already crossed over. They just haven't lost consciousness. This person is exhausted and they're going to do it again. They can't sustain their body. That's what I just heard on this astral trip. Well, they're about to take an astro dip. So they got an attitude. It's unfortunate that people pass away with bad attitudes. It's unfortunate when people pass away or go to bed being angry. Like, don't let that be your energy. But we can't tell them anything. They've already decided. I love y'all, okay? Remember to take what resonates, leave what does not. If this resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for the likes, the loves, the shares. I promise you it does not go unrecognized. I will see you in the next reading. Until then, peace be with you.